Hey guys, Ashlane here, episode 108. I'm going to break down some GoWiPe attacks for you guys from our Civil War. First is my attack on Brandon. So basically, Brandon has a very popular type of base design where he has a lot of outlying structures, and he has the clan castle situated right in the center. He has the town hall a little bit offset, covered by both of the Inferno towers, and the air defenses spread out in a large ring around that. And like I said, there's a lot of percentage around these bases. Now, these bases can be very difficult to 2-star. They're really set up for an anti-3-star, but that's another story for another day, another strategy for another day. But let's talk about 2-starring with traditional GoWiPe type troops. You'll see my troop composition down below. You can take a look at that as you notice what my sniping by the minions on all the units outside. Now, sniping with minions on these type of bases is absolutely critical, as it's very, very hard to get the percentage needed in just a traditional ground attack. So this snipe method can actually be applied to a lot of bases. It doesn't have to be this exact design, but a lot of bases, very important to snipe, preferably beforehand, as in a GoWiPe attack, you'll never really have a time issue, so better to get all your sniping totally done. And let's go into the main attack here. As you can see, I have I use 4 golems. I use 2 at my main point of attack, and the other 2 are basically just a spread formation, backed up by a few wizards. So I have the 2 going in due east, and then I have 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. I'm going to unleash maybe 3 or 4 wall breakers with both of the golems. Hope they might get through, but not really. It's not a critical part. The only critical part to get through there is that due west compartment, the main force of the attack. Now, once my 2 golems go in there, I'm going to drop my heroes and my clan castle. My clan castle has 2, 2, 3, so 2 witches, 2 wizards, and 3 barbarians. Now, if you'll notice here, I do drop them quite a ways away because they are the obvious target to go into that mortar zone. I'm going to drop a jump spell right in that open area to guide the troops into the town hall. Now, why am I attacking from the east side of this base? Well, basically, I need to get that town hall, but I also need to ensure I get enough percentage to ensure the 50%, as it's still a tough 50% even with the sniping that I did beforehand. Excuse my Wi-Fi connection, but basically I pause here to show the spell formation. I have a jump, a rage, and a freeze, all dropped relatively close together. I mean, the jump you can drop a little bit early, but things get a little hairy in the beginning, but you sit on those hero abilities until you absolutely need them. So I use the Barbarian King ability right now, then I have the Queen backing things up. I still have a few troops alive, and you can see the enemy queen there is going to distract my queen briefly there, but no big deal. I just pop the ability, and she's going to get that town hall down with all her archers and a few wizards that are still alive. Also, the P.E.K.K.A.s are alive in the center there, but on a base like this, especially with max walls, those P.E.K.K.A.s are going to actually be held up. They're not going to be able to break through. So I do get the 51%. It was a close raid, but that's basically how you attack a base like that. I'm going to go on to the next replay here from the Civil War. This is an attack by PC Clark. Now, once again, he brought 6 minions. He's going to do the sniping afterward, which is okay too, but I prefer beforehand. He's going to drop his golems a little bit closer together than I recommend, but you can see he probably surveyed the area, saw there was not a lot of splash damage to worry about, only that mortar and 1 wizard tower, which is actually in a pretty bad location as it's centralized and not covering a wall or covering an interior critical juncture. So then he drops his P.E.K.K.A.s, and you can see he's formulating his main attack just as I did in the last replay. So his P.E.K.K.A.s and his golems are going to go into that little due west compartment there, and they're going to slowly make their way towards the center. You can see the spell drops are very similar to mine as well. He has that jump spell into the critical unit. Now the outer layer, I'm not a big fan of using 2 jumps, as you can use you can use a few wall breakers. I'd rather have the spells personally. So you can see his first free spell was used similar to the place of my first free spell on my replay, and you can see his heroes are still alive. He's still sitting on the Archer Queen ability, and he still has all those minions. So you can already tell it's going to be a successful attack when you have this high of a percentage down, and you haven't even used your cleanup crew yet. So his Archer Queen's going to get that last shot in on that hero platform, and now it's just going to be time for PC to go ahead and drop some minions. He has, like I said, 6 of them. He obviously counted these buildings because he has plenty to as we go around here. He gets the 50%, then we're just going to wait. He's probably going to use some archers over here. He sure does. And look at this. It's over 59%. Poor Killa got hit pretty hard by PC here, but it was a very nice attack by PC. Congratulations on making co-leader, by the way, PC, long-time member. And the last attack is going to be Ali Pep on poor Mama Bear. I watched this live with Mama Bear in person as we did get together for a little Geek Fest. I'll have a video on that coming up shortly, maybe my next video. So anyway, let's get to this attack here. He's going to lure out, Ali's going to lure out the clan castle troops, and there's maybe an unexpected dragon in that clan castle, so right now he's kind of formulating where he wants to lure them to. It looks like he's probably going to go in from the northwest. Actually, he might not go in for the northwest. He actually used those wall breakers to just create a hole to lure that clan castle. So now that he has lured the clan castle to the outer edges, I'm going to fast forward a little bit as he gets them in the perfect position he wants them to, and basically he's going to go from the northeast, actually, and he has that nice wide spread on those golems that I prefer, a spread just like that, and he's going to concentrate those wizards pretty heavily on that dragon, take those out, and the golems are going to go into the center, and here comes the main force. Now, he has a lot of his troops bunched up there, so he's going to have to be very cognizant of the splash damage, but luckily for Ali and unfortunately for Mama, both Infernos are set to single target. I'm not a big fan of having Build Inferno set on single target. It is a nice base design by Mama Bear, but I might have those set on multi instead. As you can see, Ali Pep's troops are gonna come through here with not a lot of resistance, because once they get that wizard tower and that mortar down, there's not gonna be a lot to take out all those witches and wizards. You can tell he used a very heavily GoWiPe army for just that very reason, because the Infernos are set on single target. So here he goes. He's going to pop the no, he's going to sit on those hero abilities, which is a smart move to do. He certainly does not need them yet. And look at all those witches still alive there. So he gets the 2 stars right there, and now it's just gravy. Perhaps he's thinking he might be able to get 3 at this point, but there's no golems left standing, even though he did have his heroes. So he knows he's not going to get the 3-star, but he is pretty confident that all his troops can rack up a nice percentage to perhaps give Team Renglish in our Civil War a moral defeat. So here comes the troops. He's going to pop that Queen ability, and he scores a very nice 70 plus, 75 plus percentage here. So guys, I hope you enjoyed these replays. I hope you can establish your own GoWiPe strategy, GoWiPe strategy, and learn a thing or two. Take care, guys. Have a video for you tomorrow.